Hi everyone, my name is Mary Beth. Welcome to my channel. I thought my dog was going to join me for a second. That's my dog, Mac. Want to say hi, Mac? Want to say hi? So today is Monday, April 26th. And again, it's my twin flame's birthday week, so I'm going to do a shout out to my twin flame for it's a big milestone birthday for him. And so shout out to you. Happy birthday. I do this every day. So the divine has asked me to, just ask a couple of questions to kind of shorten my videos to do the DM and DF energy daily. And so so today's Monday, we're going to do how do they view the connection and what are the challenges? So we're going to do the DM and the DF. And so let's get started. Okay. So I have this trusty piece of paper here just in case I forget. All right, so this is for the Divine Masculine. So for the Divine Masculine Collective from April 25th through May 3rd, please. How do they view the connection? How do they view the connection at this time? How does the Divine Masculine view the connection? 2 cards, please. 2 cards. How do they... Oh, that's interesting. Okay, that's really good. Very positive. Okay, so we have the 8 of Pentacles and we have the 6 of Swords. Okay, and so basically the way they view this connection is, that this is a positive move for them, and they're also moving on from the past. That's what I'm getting. They are moving away from their, whatever the past is, the pain of the past, and they want to move forward with you. So that's what I'm getting out of this. When it comes to how do they view the connection. And let me get a clarifier. Let me get a clarifier with this deck. How does the Divine Masculine view the connection for the collective? How does the Divine Masculine view the connection for the collective? Let's see. How do they view the connection? Interesting. Okay, so we got keys on a ring. So the way they're viewing it is that, it's almost like they just want to make this decision. They don't want to be, they don't want to string you along anymore. They don't want to be strung along. I'm getting that they don't want this to be a one-night stand, since it was reversed when I picked it up. They want this to be a real connection. They want a positive movement. They want a positive, they just want a step, I think. They just want something to happen here. Okay, let me look at the Divine Feminine now. Let me look at the Divine Feminine. And how does the Divine Feminine view the connection for the collective from, let's see, March. This is the week of March 25th. I'm sorry, March. Time is really going. I'm sorry, April 25th through May 3rd for the Divine Feminine. April 25th. Cards, please. How do they view the connection? How? Yeah, so the way the Divine Feminine looks, we got the 9 of Wands and we got the World card reversed. Okay, so the Divine Feminine is looking at this connection as a little bit rough, kind of a rough journey, kind of a rough relationship. And, this card's called Trials and Tribulations. So you feel like you're being tried for sure. Your patience is being tried. You're feeling a bit defeated at this time. That's how you're viewing this connection. And at the same time, you're feeling like, yeah, this cycle has definitely not been completed. You're going through this journey, and in the world of tarot, when you hit that end World card, then it starts again. The journey starts again with the Fool, right? All new beginnings. And so you're feeling like this is never ending. Like, when is this cycle going to end? When's this new beginning going to happen? Okay, and let me get a clarifier for the Divine Feminine on how they view the connection for the collective from April 25th through May 3rd. How do they view the connection, please, for the collective? how they view the connection. Kind of heartbroken, yeah. So, yeah, kind of sad about it. Feeling kind of like, grieving, mourning. You're kind of, grieving the connection right now. Maybe some of you just broke up. Maybe some of you were in connection recently and just broke up. Maybe it's been in the last 6 months and you're still grieving. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at what are the challenges. So let's look at the divine masculine. What are the challenges right now? What is going on? What are the challenges for the divine masculine from April 25th through May 3rd? What are the challenges? 2 cards. Yeah. So it's like they don't know the truth of the situation, and they're just afraid to make a decision right now. It's like they don't know the truth. They don't know that the truth is that, that their divine feminine, and I don't know if it's true in all cases, but they wonder, they don't know if they're loved back, And it's like it's almost like my throat chakra got a little blocked just now. So it's like, this is how they feel. Like they're feeling kind of choked up because they just don't know how their divine feel. They don't know the truth of the situation. And it's just like it's like they're afraid to make a decision. They're afraid to make a move. They are wondering what the truth is. They are really wondering. They're like, I don't know. Do they, and I always like to say they because I don't want to say he or she because it's not a he or she when it comes to divine feminine, divine masculine energies. But, does he or she feel this way about me? Does he or she even want to be with me? So it's like they're wondering what the truth is. They have no idea. And that's their biggest challenge, is that they can't figure out the truth, and therefore they're kind of stuck. They don't really want to make a move. They don't really want to make a choice. They don't want to make a decision. They're feeling really, really stuck right now. So let me get a clarifier as well as to, actually, let me use this deck. On what are the challenges? What is the challenge here for the divine masculine? And by the way, this is just a timeline that, and I'll show you what I mean by that. This is a timeline that I'm reading for you right now. Yeah. They have a lot of passion for you. A lot of chemistry. This is how they're feeling. But at the same time, they just don't, they want to know the truth about you. It's like the truth is hidden from them. They don't know what to think. And they're afraid to make any kind of move. And so they're feeling kind of blocked here. But let's look at the divine feminine. What are the challenges of the divine feminine this week? What are the challenges? What's the challenge for the divine feminine collective from April 25th through May 3rd? What's going on? What is the challenges, please? What are the challenges? Yeah, so the challenges is that the divine feminine is trying to learn how to figure out their wish fulfillment. It's almost like being on your own and figuring out your own, like it says satisfaction and wish fulfillment. It's like figuring out like what makes you tick. It's like, what are your dreams that you want to come true? And it's just like figuring that out for yourself on your own has been kind of a challenge, as well as, working on yourself. So bettering yourself, becoming the highest version of yourself also has been kind of a challenge, as this one is reversed. So becoming the best version of yourself. So this one's called work in progress. The 8 of Pentacles reversed is what this one is. 8 of Pentacles reversed. And it's almost like when you do start working on yourself and you do start becoming the best version of yourself, that is when your wish fulfillments will start coming to reality. They'll start manifesting once you start doing that. It's almost like the divine is just waiting on you to start like working on your own masterpiece, working on your own, whatever it is that's going to help you to become the best version of yourself. So you're not looking outside of yourself for the best version of yourself. You're not looking at your twin flame to help you become the best version of yourself. You're not like looking at them to bring you happiness, looking at them to bring you joy. No, the divine wants you to already be in joy and to already be in your highest version of yourself and feeling complete before they give you this wish fulfillment. Okay. Let me also get a clarifier for a challenge for the Divine Feminine. What is the biggest challenge for the Divine Feminine this week, please? Interesting. So, like feeling like what I'm getting from this is that like feeling that unconditional love, feeling that affection. So it's almost like both of you like here's the challenge that I'm getting because I asked what the challenges are. The divine feminine, the divine masculine is not feeling like the divine feminine has this chemistry with them, and there's just questioning, right? Because they don't know the truth, so they're like questioning, like does she or he even have passion for me? Does he or she have this like type of chemistry that I have for them? It's like they don't know the truth of the situation. They're wondering what the truth is. And then the same goes for the divine feminine. The divine feminine's wondering, another challenge is, does he or she unconditionally love me? Am I going to receive that affection back? So that's the challenge. Are they in love with me? Are they willing to give and receive affection? So that is the challenge right now with the divine feminine, divine masculine energies. Let me also get some connecting cards, some connecting energy cards. So when it comes to how you both view the connection, I have the connecting card. How do you both view the connection right now for the collective? How do you both view the connection right now? Ooh, well, you both are preparing for union. So that's what it says here. You're transcending obstacles, you're expanding, you're going into a new phase. So both of you are looking at this, both of you are viewing this connection as like you're transcending these obstacles. And the more you do that and the more you learn, the more you expand, the more you are preparing for this union. So that's how you're looking at it. That's really interesting. And then let me also ask for a connecting energy for like, what are the challenges? And what is the connecting energy for the challenges for the DF and the DM? Whoopsies. I'm not good at tackling these little ones, that's for sure. Okay. What is the connecting? So the connecting energy of the challenge is that you both look at it as abandonment. Like you both feel abandoned. You feel like, yes, we're in separation, we're broken up, silent treatment. So that's the connecting energy there, is that you both are feeling abandoned. And I know that sounds weird, but there is a secret to the universe on this. There is a universal secret, I should say. And yes, that makes total sense. And as well as, I was going to show you this. And so again, all I could do is show you a timeline. So only you know what timeline you're on. Only you know where you're at. Are you in fear over this relationship? Because this is where you're at if you're in fear. Or are you in love with this relationship? Where are you at? Are you in fear or are you in love? And then here's like the specific timeline. So you can go from anywhere from shame all the way up to enlightenment, okay? So if you're in desire, if you desire something outside of you, you're going to be in that desire timeline, and you're going to attract where you're at. Your twin flame all they could do is mirror back to you where you're at. That's how the twin flame journey works. So you know how in some relationships, you know how you can be in a relationship and someone can be in a good place and another person could be in a bad place. Well, that's just not how it works with the twin flames. They can only mirror in you too. Like both of you are mirroring back where each other is at, and so it's not your typical relationship where one person is good, the other person's not good. No, you both share an oversoul, and so you have no choice but to mirror each other where you're at. Okay. Okay, so also let me get a message from, you know what? They're asking me to do, okay, what could be blocking? Let's do this. What could be blocking the connection? What could be blocking? We'll just pull, what is, three cards. What is blocking? What is blocking this connection for the DMDF, please? What is blocking? Or what is balanced? Something could be balanced as well. This will give me blocked or balanced. All right, so yeah, so it looks like we have some balanced in here as well. Okay, so for the divine feminine, it looks like there's some nervousness going on, almost like you're nervous that this is not going to come into fruition, which really makes sense to me based on this, like this card, because you're like, this cycle is never ending. And it's like almost like you're starting to get nervous. Like, I feel like this should have happened already and it's not, and now I'm starting to get nervous. What's going on? There's a lot of trials and tribulations going on here, and I'm trying to overcome it, but it just keeps happening. It's like, it's not like this cycle is not coming to an end. Okay, and then if you are feeling a bit nervous, that would be putting you out of balance in your divine feminine. By the way, I get this from thewakeupexperience.eu if you're interested. And you are putting your own divine masculine out of balance where they're feeling a bit more distance, maybe a little more anxiety, because they can't help but to mirror you back. So if you're feeling nervous, you know, they pick up on that energy, and then they're not very comforted by that energy, and they feel it repels them. They don't have a choice. It just does. And so that's how it works with the divine feminine, divine masculine, because we're one. We're, you know. Anyway, so the next card you got is protective. So this means that if your divine masculine is feeling kind of protective of their energy, they're feeling an energy from you that could be kind of cold, maybe overly serious. Maybe you're withholding your love instead of feeling maybe anger or rigid, you know. And so that's making them feel a bit more protective, okay? Which is why they would be stuck, you know. Which is why they wouldn't be ready to make a move. So that makes total sense. And then the last card you got is something balanced. So it looks like for some of you also is that some of you are very balanced, that you are in this kind of surrender mode of allowing and being receptive. And I know that's difficult. And it's very difficult for those of us as divine feminines, because the divine feminine, you know, it's not really valued. And the divine masculine is valued because that's the whole go-getter, reach your goals, you know, move forward, be a giver. You know, that's your divine masculine side. But the divine feminine is all about receiving and allowing and being patient and being nurturing. And so for, I think, a lot of us, and also the divine, and just so men and women both have to work on their divine feminine sides and divine masculine sides. And so, because they're balancing out both. And so with the divine feminine side, it's almost like trying to incorporate things like activities that are more yin than yang. Because this is kind of a yang world that we live in. Very kind of, you know, it's like an archetype of the shadow side of the male. Not going to lie, the patriarchal shadow type of the male. But at the same time, it's what is valued. And so women or men were not really taught this. And so that, but for some of you, you're actually doing it. So that is pretty impressive. Okay. And so now let's get a message from the divine. What kind of, maybe some kind of advice, maybe? Let's get advice from the divine, please, for the collective. What kind of advice do you have for the divine? I'm sorry, from the divine. These are not easy to shuffle either. So we'll just kind of go like that. Yeah, forgiveness. So it says, stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. Yeah, so whatever you're thinking about today is what you're going to manifest tomorrow. And so if you're focusing your energy on not forgiving someone, or if you're focusing on past events, then that's what you're going to manifest tomorrow. Pretty much the same thing. So that's why, and then your divine counterpart is just here to help you to become the divine, to help purge out all those wounds. And I know it's very difficult, but if you need some coaching on that, this is what I do. You can email me below it's basically my name, twinflamealchemisttarot@gmail.com. Okay, so let's go ahead and, I'm not very good with runes, but they're asking me to do a rune, and then we're going to get some messages from your divine masculine. We're going to do messages next from your divine masculine. I'm just going to pull one rune to see what additional message do you have for the divine feminine and divine masculine. What additional message do you have, please? What do you have? Okay. And that's why I have my trusty sheet here. So this has to do with trust. Okay, so you got the Elwaz. And so this is about trusting in your partnership. This is about trusting in your twin flame. That's what this is. I'm telling you right now, that's what it is. I researched these and I wrote it all down. It's on here. And so that's about trusting your twin flame, because that's you in another body. If you don't trust your twin flame, you're not trusting yourself, because that is you. That's your divine. So that's what people understand, is that that's you as a divine masculine. You have both divine masculine and divine feminine energies. And wherever you're out of balance, that's you. So if you're out of balance, it's being manifested in your divine counterpart. And so if you don't trust yourself, that's something to heal right there. This is not a 3D relationship at all. Okay, so let me go ahead and pull some messages from your twin flame. Can I have a message from the divine masculine to the divine feminine, please? Can I have a message, please? Can I have a message, please? A message, please. Ugh, I hate when that happens, because that makes me want to think that that's the card they want me to pick. One more time. They always ask me to shuffle twice in between. That's what they want me to do, shuffle twice and then grab from the middle. Okay. Yeah, right now it says, I just can't accept myself and can't see why you'd accept me either. Yeah. So that is one of the challenges of the divine masculine right now. I just can't accept myself and can't see why you'd accept me either. And so that kind of makes sense with why they are kind of stuck, and they're kind of in this energy of not moving. And, and plus they don't really understand. They don't know what the truth is. It's like they really want to know. They want to know something. They're like searching. They want to know what the heck's happening. And of course they do, because that is your twin flame. That is you in another body. I say that, and I know it sounds weird when I say it like that, but really it just means you share an oversoul. That's what it means. But let's get another message from your twin flame. One more message, please, from the divine masculine to the divine feminine, from the collective. One more message, please. And then again, I do these daily, so I'll have another one tomorrow, and I'll have different questions for tomorrow. Can I have a message from the divine masculine to the divine feminine, please? Yeah, I don't think I can take your reaction right now. Yep. So they are definitely feeling that you're probably hurt, that maybe, they've done something wrong, and they just don't think they can take your reaction right now. And again, that has a lot to do with the energies that they're feeling, because you share connected energies. You're sharing. It's like you don't realize this, but it's like a lot of telepathy going on. And so they can kind of feel and read your thoughts, and they can kind of feel your energy. And if you're being kind of rigid, like it said over here, kind of rigid with your thinking, then they're feeling kind of, or maybe you're nervous, they will feel that as well, and that affects them in an imbalanced sort of way, and then they actually feel protective. So that's why they're saying, I don't think I can take your reaction right now, because they want to protect themselves. So that makes total sense. Well, again, this is just a timeline and can be changed. It just has to do with your vibration. Okay. So just think about like where you want to be. This is something that I coach on if you're interested. Again, I'm at twinflamealchemisttarot@gmail.com. Well, I do hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification button, and check down in the description box. I could just talk to you. So you could check down in the description box for my weekly lineup that I have for the week, because I also do a lot of things on how to get into twin flame unions. So if you look at my weekly lineup, so I do the DM and DF energy updates, but then I also do a second video on, how to get into twin flame union. Well, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. And I will see you tomorrow. So tomorrow we're going to do, for Wednesday, what do you wish? Oh, so it's going to be for the DM and the DF, what they wish you knew and what action do they want to take. So those will be the questions for tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining me. Bye.